Welcome to Jay's Updates, where I give you my take on all things crypto gaming. The land sale is finally happening, guys, for big time. Space is going to be available for purchase tomorrow. So that's December 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to mark that on your calendars, guys. And so if you guys like this content, please do make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Definitely liking helps with the algorithm and spreading the information. So I think that's going to be very impactful here. But I want to make sure that I get the message out there that we are very excited about the project that we're working on, guys. I know I've been kind of egging it on for a long time, but it's just because we want to time it right, and we're so excited about the very ambitious and massive project that we're actually working on behind the scenes. And I do think a lot of people are going to be very, very much so surprised and pleased with what we're working on when we announce our roadmaps as well as the website, which will be announced pretty soon, guys. Okay. So that is probably the first sneak peek I've provided on this. That's how vague I've been about this project. But anyways, we're talking about big time here, right? And so there, again, like I said, is going to be a land sale. So this is massive. It's something that I've been waiting for a long, long time. And I will say that I haven't made actually a video on it quite yet, but that's definitely going to change in the near term, because this project is one of the projects that I am the most bullish on when it comes to the crypto gaming space. And in fact, of all of 2022, because I think it's going to take off next year, especially with the amazing team that is behind this magical game that's going to be coming out, guys. So let's keep going with the Medium articles that they provided, giving us more details on what the land sale is going to be like, as well as pricing, and obviously more details on what space is. Okay, so let's go. Okay, and so if you guys can see this, the article here is titled Big Time Space Rarity and Utility Explained. So that's about time that we got something like this, because I've been anxious for it. First thing to note is the fact that a time machine, otherwise known as a personal metaverse, is a player's portal to their own pocket universe. This is very, very interesting stuff here. You can think of the time machine as a starter home to hang out with friends or showcase your NFTs and loot. So in other words, it's like a little land. It's a house or a place that you can show off your collection, and you can chill out with the friends that you meet playing this game. So it's kind of like a hub. And the beautiful part about it is the fact that every player is given a time machine after reaching a certain level in the early stages of the game, keynote early stages of the game. So that is awesome, which means that every person who plays big time is going to be able to have access to some sort of land. It might not be land that can actually purchase or generate income, but even that, I don't know. We'll see. But so far, I don't think they've actually mentioned anything of that sort. Just awesome that they have it for every person who plays. So Space Big Time's version of Virtual Land is used as an expansion to your time machine. There are 5 different rarity tiers: rare, epic, legendary, mythic, and exalted, and 3 different sizes for space. So we have small, medium, and large. Let's keep it simple, guys. So space is an NFT, therefore it is transferable and has a fixed supply. It can be traded on the Big Time marketplace or withdrawn outside of the platform. So the funny thing is that there's only 600,000 space, it says. But of course, you have to understand that the potential, the player count potential of this game, I think is going to be very high, a lot higher than people are actually expecting. And so I think 600,000 space, while sounding like a lot of land, I don't think is actually going to be all that much when you put it all into perspective here. And so for tomorrow, we're only going to have 60,000 of that 600,000 space available for sale. And so definitely, if we ended up not getting so lucky this time around, we have many other tries to try to get the land that we're looking for here. Okay, so the larger the space, the more capacity it has to install more features, which is pretty straightforward here, right? So the better the land, the more efficient and the more resources you can possess and put into place on your land. And so in this image, we have a bunch of cubes it shows, which visualizes the rarities as well as the sizes of space. And if you see, I mean, they all have different designs. I personally love the Exalted and the Mythic. The Exalted has like this flame in the center, like the core of the earth. It's really cool. As well as the Mythic has like a very magical vibe to it. Okay, and so here's some very vital information, guys. Timekeepers are summoned into space and may be purchased in-game or through the marketplace. The timekeeper's main purpose is to either create hourglass NFTs or fill them back up. Okay, so moving forward here, hourglasses are needed to unlock the ability to collect big time tokens as loot drops, guys. And this is massive. This is essentially the way that we can actually earn money playing the game, is only pursuable if we have hourglasses in our possession. Again, because it's needed to unlock the ability to collect the big time tokens. This will be the only way to acquire the token, as there will not be any pre-sales or any token grants to the development team. Talk about trust when it comes to a team behind a project, right, guys? Forges are a way for players to upgrade their NFTs to increase their rarity. So that you heard that right. They also have an upgrading system to increase the rarities of your assets. So that's incredible. I think that's just so like useful in terms of utility, that I think it makes it feel so essential when you're playing the game, right? You're gonna have access to upgrading your assets. Jeez. So, and it keeps going by saying many new features will be introduced to space in the future with new and exciting abilities. So, yeah, I mean, basically what they're saying is what we've read on so far is not going to be the full grandiose picture of what space is going to be able to provide for us, which is exciting, right, guys? Because I think based off of what we've already been able to obtain, there's enough utility to warrant the purchase of the big time lands. And again, they have pictures, of the characters, I guess, associated with the rarities and of space. Again, I don't know if it's really related, but if you notice, like all of them kind of have their own mascot that kind of matches the designs of the cubes that are available, or space, right? So yeah. Very interesting stuff. We have a bug here for Mythic, and we have the badass robot for the Exalted. We've seen this robot before in the previews. Okay, but that's it for this. And so now I want to go over to talking about the release date, as well as the different lands available, as well as the most important and I think the more vital information here that a lot of us really want to know about is the pricing, right? The pricing and the availability numbers when it comes to the different rarities and the sizes. So they actually mentioned something that I think I wanted to discuss as well a little bit, which is the fact that there was that pre-sale, not the pre-sale, the sale that happened for the NFT passes that a lot of people got really disappointed with. In fact, a lot of people didn't even know that there were more passes available to sell, although not very much, and it's going to be near impossible for you to even obtain. It did kind of make the prices of the passes go down temporarily, although then it picked itself up pretty rapidly. And so, I mean, if you guys took advantage of that, congratulations, because that was a great buying opportunity. Because in reality, it's going to be near impossible to get these passes because there's not that many left. And again, at its current price and even at its peak price, I think it was at a discount considering how expensive I do believe it's going to be when we're nearing the release of the actual game. So we're also introducing a few updates to our marketplace, including withdrawal of funds via crypto. That is another big complaint people had, although again, it was very upfront before the release of the passes, which is that you can't withdraw yet. But I'm just actually very surprised and happy that they've included the ability to do so, or they're trying to do so, and are going to be able to do so very, very soon. So that's great. Okay, but now let's talk about the sale. Right, so if you've noticed, again, I wanted to mention first is that it's going to be taking place tomorrow, December 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So that is 2 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, and here we have the 60,000 spaces as well as the prices broken down to us in a very elegant fashion, guys. And I am pleased to tell you guys that if you haven't already noticed, these prices seem extremely extremely fair. I'm actually shocked to see that the rarest and the most valuable in terms of obtaining resources is actually only $3,300. I mean, when you put that into perspective and compare it to other games that have their lands for sale, this is amazing, guys. Like this is amazing, and I couldn't be more pleased, right? Because this is actually going to give a lot more people the ability to obtain lands that otherwise normally wouldn't, considering what the average prices are of land these days. So yes, guys, obviously I personally want to try to get my hands on the large exalted here, which as you can see, there's only 240 available. However, it's only $3,300. Now, my only concern here is that I feel like, given the fact that it is on the more of the affordable side of things, I'm worried that these 240 are going to disappear really quickly. And I do have a feeling that might happen. However, I do want to get it. I can't help it. I mean, I don't want to settle for something less just because I feel like I'm not going to get it. I think I should just go for it and shoot for the stars here. Again, we're going to have many more sales coming in. So this is not the only opportunity that we have. So we might as well go big or go home, right, guys? But again, no, obviously this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own due diligence when it comes to any of the protocols I discuss in these videos, right? And so just make sure you are going within your budget, within what you feel like is a safe, or not necessarily the safest, but what you are comfortable with, right? With what you're comfortable with losing, because again, crypto is very risky, as well as lands have been doing. You never know if something crazy happens and things flip real quick. But I mean, obviously I'm extremely bullish, so that's not really fair for me to say, right? Really quick, guys, I also wanted to explain how you guys can actually obtain your land by using the marketplace. So the way to do so is you actually got to click on the link nft.bigtime.gg right here. Okay, and that's going to take you to the marketplace here. And you can see that the passes are actually available for sale here. And all you need to do is you click on this button over here. You can see I'm already logged in. And then you can actually sign up. And then once you sign up, there's going to be a button right there that gives you the option to add funds. And so then you're going to be able to add crypto assets. And so the only asset that you can actually send as of now is USDC. And you can send it via to the Ethereum network, the Sol network, or the Tron network. Okay. And so what I would recommend is definitely sending your funds, your USDC, using the Sol network, because it is definitely a lot cheaper that way. And yeah, so it's definitely more preferable in that sense, right? So the way to do so, at least the way that I do so, is I use an exchange such as like Coinbase, Crypto.com, or Binance to purchase my USDC. And then when I withdraw, I select the Sol network option when I'm withdrawing my USDC, so that it can then be sent to the QR code available if you select Sol on the Big Time marketplace. And then you can send it to that QR code, and then voila, you have it in your account. But yeah, guys, this is the breakdown. Definitely look thoroughly through this. Make sure you have decided and are confident in your choice for tomorrow. Again, I'm going to try to get this out there as soon as possible so as many people can get this information. But guys, I am so bullish. I am so friggin' bullish. Now, again, there's going to be a full-on video on Big Time coming out really soon. I mark my words, because again, this is a project I'm extremely excited about. And as regards to the project that we're working on, guys, there's a lot happening. And again, I can't be more excited, because I do see that a lot of people are very interested in seeing what this is. And I think it is rightfully so. So if you do like this content, again, please do like this video or subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with all things crypto gaming. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now.